everyone, Cynthia Maynard here, and I was going through my stash. I had bought a while ago from Die Cuts with a View this burlap paper stack. It's got a bit of a backing on it, and it's this obviously plain burlap. Now I had another stack that I bought with print on it. It had like damask and chevron and black and different things printed on it. It was a lot more expensive than buying this pack of 24 sheets of the burlap paper. And even cheaper than doing this is, like, for example, I found this at the dollar store. It is 3 yards of this wired edge burlap ribbon, and so you can use this for lots of things. You can also buy burlap by the yard in terms of if you don't want it, if you want even a better deal. So and print it yourself. So I thought that we could talk about some ways that we could do that. I was kind of experimenting with some different things. First of all, with my paper stack here, I had die cut out some things with my steel rule dies. For example, this is Biggs dies, and other people make them as well. And I had some things there that I had done cutting them out, and then I went ahead and stamped. For example, on this one's got an alphabet stamp on it, so put that in my stash, and whenever I pull it out. I've also taken these and put a stencil down and used my Dylusions spray inks. The thing about this is it is coarse fabric, so because of that, it's obviously very, very porous and will soak up. So you need to use something on it that is going to be bold and strong. So for example, archival ink works really well. The distress ink I used on let me show you the difference. This is one that I used a couple of Stampers Anonymous, I think it was, or Stampendous, I can't remember which, some stamps using the black archival ink, and it came out pretty well. You know, it'd be a fun little decorative ribbon there with the lacy motif. It's not going to pick up super detailed stamps, so I think here's my stamp. I used this stamp here. It's like a leafy, flowery thing. And a bird who looks like that. And so that came out pretty nicely. I did a key and that same lace motif here. I did it with some distress ink in an olive color, and it didn't quite come out quite as well. It's okay. I mean, it's more of a background sort of, I'm sort of there kind of look. So it's not that you can't use it, but it's definitely, if you're looking for a pattern, this might not be the way to go with the distress inks, just because they're so water-based that they're not going to be as bold. I sprayed this one with some different inks. The distress spray stains worked pretty well on this, but the stamp pads, distress stamp pads, is what I used on this. So you can spray the burlap. Like I was saying before, with this, for example, you can take this, put a stencil over it, spray with some strong ink, like Dylusions is a great one. The distress spray stain. And something like the Tattered Angels is probably not going to show up quite so well. The more opaque it is, obviously will be better in this case, just because it's so porous that it's just, the Tattered Angels is just going to sink all right in there and be gone. Of course, you can paint with acrylic paints, would be great on this. You know, stenciling using those. Certainly you can use gel mediums and things that you've mixed in a little bit of acrylic paint if you want some dimension, some 3D dimension on there. But definitely need a stronger ink. So I'm going to try it with my Perfect Plum. I haven't tried the Stampin' Up! Inks on that yet. A little leafy, get up there and ink that up. Alright. Just kind of turn. Because when you buy these with already the print on there, they do get a little bit pricey and you don't get as much. And this way you can kind of make your own little pad of paper and use it how you want. You can even stamp off without a problem. And again, this has that paper backing on there. Okay. Sort of a pretty little thing there. How about one of these? I have some crowns and chandeliers. How about this crown? So that's fun. Alright. Boy, I make a mess with these Stampin' Up! Ink pads. I don't know what it is. I just seem to get my hands in there. So now I've got my own little, you know, burlap paper that I can die cut out and use how I see fit. Alright. And then you can just run it through your machine and you'll have your own paper there. So, and with the ribbon, it's really nice if you're trying to fit a certain kind of decor. You can color your own ribbon. That way, buying it sort of already done with, usually you see it either with black or with white, then you got to use what you got to use. But this way you can use your own stamp sets and you can coordinate things, you know, using your own materials and your ink pads. So, and then you're paying less money because you're just getting the plain old burlap. This was only $1 something, or obviously $1. I think it was $1 Dollar General store. So not everything's $1. It's just a few dollars or whatever. So it was like $1.75, and then it was on clearance for 70 cents. So definitely a lot easier to get the cheaper brand and then go ahead and decorate it how you want. You can also do you know, like I said, acrylic paints on here. If you wanted to do some gold things, you can decorate with rhinestones. You can, you know, and different embellishments and things. And it's just fun. And I like products that I'm able to make them fit what project I want to do. Sometimes when you get something that you have to make that certain way, it's kind of like almost boxes me in, because then I feel like, oh no, I can't do it. But you can make, you know, ribbons and bows and you know, lots of pretty stuff. You could use a nice white opaque. Gold would be pretty on here. All sorts of things. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of encourage you, if you know, go to the store, it's kind of fun to flip through the packs of the painted burlap. But you know, if you want to save some money, go ahead and get the plain burlap, plain ribbon, and even buy the yard and make it your own. But just remember to use some of those archival inks, some of those opaque, strong inks and paints, acrylic paints that are going to stand out and not be totally absorbed the second that you put them on your burlap. Alright guys, hopefully that helps you out, gives you some ideas for your own crafting. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below, and that would be a great help to me. Thanks, have a great day.